What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we have this rapper revealed he sacrificed his son to the Illuminati, bruh. Now, we know this is quite often when it comes to the music industry. We have a lot of major artists. Every single time a major artist drops a new album or they end up getting their big breakthrough, one of their parents die, one of their brother or sister dies. And it's happened so many times with DaBaby. We have Megan Thee Stallion. We have Kanye West talking about his mom who also died and actually admitting that she was a sacrifice. Now we have this random upcoming artist that we don't know about at all admitting to sacrificing his son to the Illuminati. Let's see what's going on. This video right here is about The Truth Is, yeah.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the rapper 607 Unk claims about sacrificing his child to the Illuminati. Let's get right into it. So many people want to be music stars, not knowing it comes with a price most people aren't willing to pay. Most upcoming rappers only see the lifestyle, money and fame that comes with the rapper title, but they fail to see the dark truth that's hidden behind this. Most artists who try to make it, but they fail to see the dark truth that's hidden behind it.
This is from ESTG, and I know he's been blowing up recently. He has a whole pentagram, satanic pentagram made out of money. It's so clear.
Most artists who try to make it usually give up way before they can even see what the industry is truly about. Those who keep pushing and sacrifice everything for it become consumed by its evils. They eventually become a shell of what they once were, soulless, just like the rest of Hollywood. One of the best examples of this is the megastar Kanye West. Kanye West, like many other artists at one point, was the young rapper who wanted to be famous. Even though early on, he had made it in the music industry, allowing himself to make a living off something he loved by making beats, he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to live the rapper lifestyle. He wanted the women, money, and fame that rappers were showered with. So Kanye did what many other artists before him did. He sold his soul in order to have it all, like he stated long ago during one of his concerts. Kanye openly admitted he sold his soul to the devil and that he knew it was a crazy deal, but he was okay with it because it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Kanye has been telling us from early on that he traded his soul for fame, money, and women. He admitted it was a bad deal, but he's okay with it because he now lives the life of a star. Not only did Kanye admit to selling his soul, but he also admitted to paying the ultimate price for his fame and success. All last year, Kanye was all over headlines for what seemed to be a battle that I called Kanye versus the industry.
I want to show you something real quick. So we just seen that other upcoming artist, ESTG, that was standing over a star with a circle around it. Very satanic. Also, A$AP Rocky is doing it too. This is what they do. They do rituals, and he's reading out of a spell book, selling his soul. This is some real stuff right here, yeah.
The world that he indeed had sacrificed his mother for his fame and success.
Mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
My mama was sacrificed.
You understand? Nah. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
As you heard for yourself, Kanye, out of his own mouth, told the world the industry made him sacrifice his mom. What he is revealing to the world is that he, like many other stars in Hollywood, made a ritual offering to be blessed with fame and success. Many people think it's crazy to even think this is real, or that it's even happening within the industry. The thing is, historically, there has always been a civilization that performed ritual offering to the gods for blessing and prosperity. Taking one good look at Hollywood, you can quickly realize the overall occult presence within the industry. Just like the pagans worship these gods and sacrifice to them, so do many of these celebrities in Hollywood. The difference now from then is that before, these gods were worshipped openly. Nowadays, it's done in secret. Kanye admitted that his mother was ritually offered to the industry, just like this upcoming rapper 607 Unk, who admitted that he sacrificed his son to the Illuminati. On this channel, we are not fooled with the cover name the Freemasons use. We know when the Illuminati is mentioned, what is really being referred to is the Masonic Order. Don't listen to those arguing that this is not the case, as they have not done their proper research into the organization. The Illuminati started after Masonry and eventually merged with Masonry in order to learn their rituals and secrets. I have done a full video on the matter and it's available on the channel. The Illuminati nowadays is just an extension to Masonry and considered a Red Lodge a part of the traditional Blue Lodge. So essentially 607 Unc revealed that he sacrificed his son to the
he looks psychotic.
Masonic Order. 607 Unc is a relatively unknown rapper from St. Louis, Missouri, who seems to be connected with Sean Ferrari, who produced the song Hellcat SRT for the rapper Sexy Red. Recently, during an interview for Off the Porch on the Dirty Glove YouTube channel, 607 Unc made some explosive comments about what he did for his chance of fame. According to 607 Unc, he allegedly sacrificed his son to the Illuminati in order to escape them. He also claimed that he was half Illuminati and half street. Ultimately, he even said that they have sacrificed him for the rapper Nelly.
I can't really speak about that because it be going on, because I used to be a part of it. But
comment down below if you want to watch this whole interview.
Part of it no more, but I don't
we
want
can
to
watch
talk
it
about
together.
that because I used to be a part of that type shit. I don't do it anymore.
What
I
you
used
mean?
to do it. No, I used to be something. I ain't that no more.
Yeah. Like what? Connected? What
Yeah, I was connected. I was connected with everybody that's doing it. I don't really want to speak on that because like probably get a little nervous. I'm gonna talk about the people. I was connected. Yeah, I keep dropping my money. I get nervous when I talk it because my life be on the line. But I don't give a fuck. I was connected with the Illuminati.
The Illuminati?
Yes, that's what my mama.
So the Illuminati is real?
Yes, it's real.
What you mean you used to be connected? I think you could leave the Illuminati.
Listen, I'm the first person to leave. I made the ultimate sacrifice. I made the ultimate sacrifice and I got out the Illuminati. So I'm the first person that can speak about it. Yeah, I sacrificed my son.
Your son?
Yeah, that's what I got my mama. See, looking at me, he can't speak on that.
Yo, look at the dude in the back. He like, oh, he's like, oh, shucks.
To leave, I made the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, I can't see him.
I made the ultimate sacrifice and I got out the Illuminati. So I'm the first person
Look
that
at
can
his,
speak about
look at
it.
his reaction.
Yeah, I sacrificed my son.
Your son?
Yeah, that's what I got my mama. See, looking at me, he can't speak on that. He laughing, but he really don't know.
It's not funny, it's crazy. But
he don't want to speak on that. I'm keeping it real. So that's how I got out.
Dude
I'm
in the
half
back
Illuminati
is
and half
baffled.
street. Yeah.
Wait,
that's what I'm half
dead
Illuminati,
ass.
half street. Dead ass here. No,
Show him
no.
about this.
Well, let the fuck talk about.
See, he can't talk about it. See, I'm half, so I can talk about it. He got 29 times platinum. 29 times.
Why'd you leave the Illuminati then?
Because I wrote Country Grammar, first of all.
Wait, Nelly.
Yeah, I wrote
Country Grammar.
He laughing. He thinking it's a joke.
The Diamond Song.
I swear to God, when I wrote Country Grammar. I wrote it. Listen. See, he laughing, trying to make it feel like I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. Listen, I wrote it for Ali, right? I'm like, see, so the first meeting I was there, but I'm like, damn, I had the mask on. And that's how Slowdown came with the mask, told me I'm street. I'm half Illuminati and half street. So at that time, I couldn't be seen, so I had to have my mask on. And that's why Slowdown put the mask on for me, because they was trolling me, because they sacrificed me, sent me and City Spud to the penitentiary. Yeah, that's what I got wrong. They sacrificed
True
me.
story.
True story. No, they can look it up.
Well, locked up.
We was about the same time. We in Boonville. They I was still then. I was right, but they ain't want me to show myself. I swear to God, it ain't funny.
I know, but
'Cause
y'all
now-
was locked up
yeah,
together for
same
real.
time.
I'm like, damn, hold on, he might be.
Yeah, they ain't want me to show myself.
Why wasn't he shouting you out? They were saying free City Spud and everything, man.
I was sacrificed. I was the ultimate sacrifice. I was really the one writing it.
As you heard for yourself, 607 Unc claims that he not only sacrificed his child to escape the Illuminati, but he was sacrificed by Nelly so that he can succeed. He claimed he wrote Nelly's hit song Country Grammar and was sent to prison as a sacrifice for Nelly. Throughout the rant, he insisted that he was telling the truth.
snap.
Even though Sean, who was with 607 Unc in the interview, laughed it all off, Unc reassured that he was being honest. He claimed that Sean was laughing because he was involved in it and couldn't speak about it. As far-fetched as this all might sound, Kanye confirmed that this all happens within the industry. Like we heard Kanye claim, he believed both Cosby and Michael Jordan offered up their son to have the world. We know this is going on in the industry. In this situation, it could be possible that he is just trolling for attention, but he can also be telling the truth and just being laughed at for it. People tend to laugh at what they don't seem to understand. For some reason, the masses don't understand that a lot of people in our world not only believe in ritual occult magic, but participate in it. So 607 Unc could definitely be telling the truth when it comes to this situation, but he can also just be cloud chasing. Usually, we don't see those that practice occult magic admit that they're occultists and they perform sacrifices. It does happen sometimes, but it's not common. Kanye was one of the few examples that openly admitted he sold his soul and sacrificed his mom.
But 607 Unk did mention the fact that he's just laughing because he can't speak on it, because his friend could literally still be a part of the Illuminati, so he might not be able to speak on it.
But not many others would do this. Another thing that made zero sense and made me feel like this could just be a troll was when he said he was half Illuminati and half street. Maybe he's referring to being both a Mason and a man who's in the street life, but I don't understand what he's trying to say by this. If he's trolling, it's very telling that he chose to say something like this, something he can never come back from. If he's trolling, he said this because he knows that this is the price for admission to success in the industry. We know these sacrifices are going on in the industry, and we have seen so many examples of it. If you saw my last video on Ashton Kutcher, then you will see this is common in Hollywood. I made a whole Patreon video as well a few months back on modern situations of cults that were performing ritual sacrifices. They still believe in sacrificing to these pagan gods to receive blessings from them. Something I found interesting that 607 Unk said was that he sacrificed his son to be able to escape the Illuminati. Was he implying that his son took his place instead of he being sacrificed? This left me with many unanswered questions. Whether he was trolling or telling us the truth, this situation still tells us a lot about the music industry. D, you actually were the one to show me this story. When you saw it, what did you think about it? Do you think he's being serious, or does he seem like he's trolling?
Honestly, when I first saw the interview, I was a little skeptical, especially with the way he was presenting this. You know, his whole entire demeanor made it feel a little joking. And then on top of that, he was so open with this information. And we already know that people who are in the industry are not very open about their situations, especially things like this. And you know, usually people who would even try to speak out about things like this, the elite in the industry will have them taken out. But I also feel like, you know, since he's not very famous, I had never known who he was before seeing this interview, that they probably wouldn't even care to stop him from saying anything because he has no clout. But then again, I don't even know if the elites would go that far to do anything to him, because before seeing this interview, I had never seen anything about this man. This is the first time that I'm hearing something about him, and this is what he is saying. So I feel like they would probably just brush him off as a crazy person who is lying. Like you mentioned before, the only other person to come out to say something like this is Kanye West. And we already know why he came out and made those allegations. He was clearly having trouble getting what he wanted within the industry, but the minute that they settled and he got what he wanted, you guys can clearly see he's back to doing the same thing, being a puppet for the elite.
You know, just to go back to the first thing you said on the situation where he appeared to have come off jokingly or seemed like he was just trying to be funny or whatever of that sort, we have to remember that many people within the industry, they tend to hide the truth within comedy sometimes. And we saw that even in the recent House Party movie where Kid Cudi and LeBron James were all being presented as being Masonic puppets who were a part of the secret society while trying to make it look like a giant joke for all to be laughed at. Yeah. But in reality, we know that they're hiding the truth in plain sight. They spoke about sacrifices. They spoke about all types of things in that movie that we know is actually going on. But that's a perfect example of hiding the truth in plain sight. Another perfect example would be Jim Carrey when he went on to the late night show. I'm not sure if it was Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. It was one of those two. And he was joking with the Illuminati. He was saying that all the celebrities were a part of the Illuminati. They hide the truth in comedy the same way they hide the truth in Hollywood. They love to hide the truth in plain sight. In this situation, you did make some good points. This is someone that we don't really know. I remember there was this one situation long ago about some guy who said that he did stuff with Birdman in order to get signed by Birdman, but we never saw that artist anywhere. The only thing we saw was that video of them claiming that they did things with Birdman. This could be another clout move like this because these people know how the industry works, and he's obviously close to people in the industry because this producer friend of him, Sean, is actually working with Sexy Red, actually made beats for Sexy Red. So there's obviously a connection to him to the industry, you know? It's not like he's completely not involved in the industry at all. He definitely has some sort of connection, because why would this platform with 400,000 subscribers even be interviewing him if he had no type of connection? You know, and like he said, he's somehow even connected to Nelly. So there could be a possibility that what he's saying is completely the truth. And I wouldn't doubt it. It's just the fact, like, a lot of it does come out like reaching and trolling, specifically when he's talking about being half Illuminati and half street, and that he was sacrificed and sent to prison. Things that truly don't make any sense. We know that there is no half street or half Illuminati.
What I'm thinking about what half street and half Illuminati is like for example, you have like Meek Mill, Lil Baby. You remember the all-white party that was going on? Illuminati. They're no longer in the street. Future, they could talk about being in the street and towing these guns and shooting these guns. They no longer in the street. What I think he means, if he was even a part or had connections to Illuminati, is that yeah, he was aware of it, he had the connections to it, but he was also in the street running his game. That's what I'm thinking the situation is about. But from what he's saying, I don't know why someone would want to troll about killing their own son. That's a weird thing to troll about and like get famous off of. You get what I'm saying? But it does align with what Kanye West was saying about making sacrifices. You feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of what do y'all think about it? Y'all think he's just trolling? Do y'all think it's true?
Or anything is, if you're a Freemason, you're a Freemason. You could be a Freemason and be in the streets. There's several rappers like that, like Young Thug. Young Thug is a Freemason. We have countless evidence to prove this, and Young Thug still lives a street life and is the reason why he's currently in jail. All of this is telling to me, though, because it tells us what the industry is about. This man is saying this because he knows this is what's going on in the industry. So many of you guys asked me to talk about the Gillie situation that happened a few months back where he lost his son right after he signed a huge contract worth millions of dollars. Hassan Campbell actually came out and tried to expose Gillie, saying that Gillie sacrificed his child in order to get this contract. I never came out and spoke about this because I don't have any proof. I wasn't even going to look into this situation, but Hassan Campbell believes that Gillie's son was a sacrifice, and conveniently enough, it happened right after he signed this major deal. All of these people are losing kids while they're making it to the top in the industry. And like we know, like we've already exposed on this channel, the pagans used to make sacrifices to Baal. They used to offer up their firstborn to Baal, the pagan god, in order to get blessings and to be spared and to be able to achieve success. This is the things that these people did all the way back then. These traditions that were done by the pagans have been adopted by those in the occult, specifically the Freemasons.
And you know, hearing this, it really makes me feel disgusted because he's making these claims that he did this to his own child. Whether he's lying about it or not, it's still despicable.
These people know that this is what's going on in the industry, so they're willing to say this, and not only they're willing to say it, honestly, I think he's willing to do it. The way that he's so comfortable just admitting this, like I said, is something he can't come back from. Everyone's always going to look at this, and if he ever blows up and becomes really famous, this is the first thing people are going to be pointing to. So it's the fact that saying this alone is a problem. Now, earlier you mentioned about his safety. That was also interesting. Usually these artists won't speak about the things that they do because they've taken...
Alright, we're going to leave that right there, yeah. Like I said, comment down below. Do y'all think he was trolling? Do y'all think it's true? I haven't really done too much research on the situation, so I can't tell you anything for a fact. But just him coming out and saying it, I really would not be surprised if he's being so serious. And especially just the dynamic from when he was talking about it and the friend next to him and the reason he was given. His friend was laughing just because he's still a part of it. He's like, I made the sacrifice, so I'm able to speak about it now. They can't really do anything to me. What do y'all think, man? Comment down below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one.